Breaking now, a sharp flashpoint in East Asia. Japanese authorities say Chinese carrier-based fighters aimed fire control radar at Japan Air Self-Defense Force jets in two separate incidents near Okinawa. Tokyo has summoned Beijing's ambassador and lodged a formal protest. Regional partners are watching closely. This is the story of one tense day that could reshape calculations across the Indo-Pacific. Picture the western edge of Japan. Island fringes, shipping lanes, and a sky that has grown more crowded in recent years. It was here, over international waters southeast of Okinawa, that Japanese F-15s were shadowing what Tokyo says was a Chinese carrier strike group. According to Japan's defense ministry, two separate radar illuminations occurred on the same day. Radar illumination, sometimes called a radar lock, is not just technical jargon. In military aviation, it signals that one aircraft's fire control radar is directing a precise targeting beam at another. Pilots and commanders treat such an action as a serious escalation because it can indicate the capability and intent to launch weapons. Japan called the actions dangerous and said it lodged a protest with China. Japan's prime minister described the incidents as going beyond what's necessary for safe flight, and the defense minister vowed a calm but resolute response. Officials say the jets involved were J-15s operating from the Chinese carrier Liaoning, with Japanese F-15s scrambled in response. Beijing's reply was swift and categorical. China's Navy spokesperson denied the accusation, saying Japan's aircraft repeatedly approached and disrupted a previously announced carrier-based flight training, and that Tokyo's account was erroneous. Beijing urged Japan to stop what it called slander and protect the safety of the drills. The ministry framed the operation as routine and warned against escalating rhetoric. Geography matters. The Miyako Strait and the waters around Okinawa sit between Taiwan and Japan, a strategically sensitive corridor. Taiwan lies barely 110 kilometers from parts of Japan's southwestern islands. For Tokyo, any incident in these lanes raises immediate security and political alarm. The timing is crucial. Relations between Tokyo and Beijing had already been under strain after recent comments by Japan's prime minister about possible responses should China take military action against Taiwan. Beijing has responded in ways both diplomatic, like travel advisories and trade measures, and military, increasing patrols and exercises in the region. This is not just a bilateral quarrel. Australia's defense minister, visiting Tokyo at the time, said he was, deeply concerned by the actions attributed to China and emphasized the need for safe, professional interactions in shared airspace. Regional partners are signaling that stability in the Indo-Pacific matters to more than just the protagonists. So what actually happened in the sky? We'll walk through the events, the risks, and what comes next. When a radar locks onto an aircraft, it gives the operator continuous tracking data. For the targeted pilot, it's a red flag. Standard procedure calls for immediate caution, potential evasive maneuvers, and reporting back to command. A single lock can be a signal of intent. Repeated or extended locks are what make officials call an incident dangerous. Importantly, nations often differ in how they describe air encounters. And honestly, foggy, contested narratives can feed into broader mistrust. Military analysts tell us that carrier strike groups conducting intensive flight operations can generate complex encounters, especially where training corridors intersect with other nations' surveillance flights. In this case, Japan says the Liaoning formation conducted around 100 carrier-based air operations in the area, a tempo that raises the odds of potentially dangerous interactions. Beijing counters that its training area was publicly announced. The diplomatic ripples followed swiftly. Tokyo summoned China's ambassador and lodged a formal protest. Beijing lodged its own representations, calling Japan's claims exaggerated. Such exchanges are standard practice, but they really underscore mutual distrust. Each side is mindful not to let tactical incidents become strategic crises, yet the line between them can be wafer thin. The United States, while not commenting at the moment in the official public sphere, remains a key factor. The United States has extensive forces based in Okinawa and a strategic interest in keeping regional waterways open and risk levels low. For Tokyo, the intersection of national defense and alliance relationships is now front and center. Allies' reactions, such as Australia's public concern, show the potential for a localized incident to attract broader diplomatic attention. What are the immediate risks and likely next steps? First, miscalculation. Pilots operating at high tempo can misread intentions. Second, domestic politics. Leaders under pressure can respond with tougher rhetoric that makes compromise harder. Third, normalization. If dangerous incidents become routine, the baseline risk for accidental clashes rises. Each factor makes confidence-building measures and clear communication more urgent. De-escalation typically requires three things: transparent information sharing to reduce ambiguity, diplomatic channels for urgent clarifications, and agreed-upon norms or codes of conduct for encounters at sea and in the air. In the absence of trust, these measures become harder, but more necessary. For Tokyo, and for capitals across the region, the message is one of cautious vigilance. 2 radar illuminations in a single day may have begun as isolated operational events, but in a region where strategic competition, national anxieties, and high-tempo military activity intersect, they can quickly take on outsized significance. Japan's protest, China's denial, and Australia's public concern together make this more than a bilateral spat. They make it a test of crisis management in the Indo-Pacific. We'll continue to follow official updates from Tokyo and Beijing, monitor regional reactions, and explain what each development means for security and trade across the Indo-Pacific. For now, the skies above Okinawa have become a reminder. In today's strategic environment, even a few seconds of targeted radar can echo across nations.